Good morning, I'm Max Clark, the Parking and Facilities Director for Capital City Development Corporation. CCDC has been an active participant in BOMA for well over 12 years, and we're proud to be this year's sponsor of the development and construction video. 2015 was a banner year for this level of activity in the state of Idaho, and we're pleased to show you projects from the Boise area and from around the state. Again, thank you very much for this opportunity, and we hope you enjoy the presentation.
A shot of downtown Boise that looks like a scene similar to the height of the construction boom years ago.
It's amazing to see how just our little 700 acres can help power, the outlying areas. But it starts in the core, it starts with great success.
We've been very positive and bullish on the market for almost 3 years now, and it continues to get better.
And the big story in downtown Boise, hotels.
We teamed up with Brian Obie and his group on N500, and we were able to break ground on that in fall of 15, and we will be turning that one over in late fall 16. It'll be exciting to see how many rooms actually are built in about 2 to 3 years from now.
The Hyatt Place Hotel at 10th and Bannock, the Residence Inn by Marriott on the old Dunkley Music site at Myrtle and Capitol is underway. Downtown Boise is our highlight city this year and is crawling with development and construction, and Capital City Development Corporation is right in the middle of it.
It's important that people know that CCDC is engaged in the community, even though we're behind the scenes most of the time, that we have this unique financial power to support projects with TIF, the tax increment that is generated by building owners and developers, and we need to put that money back into the districts where we operate.
CCDC is involved with several downtown Boise projects, including its part in the $75 million City Center Plaza project, Gardner Company's 9-story office building and adjoining expansion of the Boise Center on the Grove, and underneath that project, Main Street Station, all set to open this spring.
It's a pretty incredible space when you get down in there. It's 24 feet deep, so it's quite a large space.
Another project on that site, the nearly $4 million Grove Plaza, under renovation after 30 years. And looking back over the last year, 3 major victories for the agency.
One of the real big milestones of 2015 was my staff and I going to Ada County to receive a check from the Ada County Commissioners, and that was the payoff of a bond that CCDC had arranged 10 years ago. Another big success for CCDC in 2015 was the Trailhead, the new business incubator and accelerator, really the entrepreneurship center on 8th Street.
And finally, the formation of a partnership with RMH Company on this property.
We entered into a development agreement for new condominiums at the south end of 8th Street.
The Afton is an exciting condominium project that is down on the corner of 8th Street and River.
The Afton, one of several projects under the care of CCDC's Shellen Rodriguez.
The Fowler is an apartment building in the Live District, or the Central Edition of Boise. It's near 5th and Broad. It's a modern apartment building that's proposed by Local Construct, and it's going to be 160 rental apartments. The 119 is a project that's being constructed and almost completed by Sawtooth Development Company out of Ketchum. And they just had a vision, and they're just going for it, and CCDC is assisting with some beautification of the streetscapes. The Idaho Street Townhomes is really unique. It's also helping that transition from single-family homes to the water cooler kind of workforce housing into the urban core. It's a townhome style development near 16th and Idaho.
Other projects downtown include the $70 million Jump project, which opened in December. On that same site, the 9-story Simplot World headquarters. The former downtown Macy's building is under construction to become the new headquarters and training center for teachers and staff of regional charter school Athlos academies. The Alexander building underwent a renovation that was complete in June, the new home of D.L. Evans Bank and offices. At the old water cooler building on 14th and Idaho, a $5.8 million renovation of the 15,000 square foot space with 27 living units set to be done mid-2017. And the 50-year-old Broadway Avenue Bridge replacement project is underway. The $16 million project is set to be complete this fall with expanded 6 lanes between University and Myrtle Streets, 10-foot sidewalks and pedestrian lookouts, and separate bike lanes. On campus at Boise State University under construction is the $29 million Honors College and first-year residence hall, scheduled to be done summer 2017. Also on campus, the $15 million Alumni and Friends Center. The 46,000 square foot building has a banquet hall, outdoor plaza, and 4th floor patio. It's on private land and will be rented out for campus and community events. And the busyness and list of projects grows by the day here in Boise and all around Idaho.
We're seeing all of southern Idaho have positive impacts for construction. There's a lot of new development, some of it larger and some of it related to either school districts or the municipalities. But it seems like southern Idaho has picked up certainly in the last 2 to 3 years. We're starting to work on the Star Middle School, which is a large middle school that'll be for the West Ada County School District, and it's going to be a great project that'll go on for several years in their development plan.
Other West Ada projects include a combined development complex at Eagle and Amity Roads that includes a $14.2 million elementary school, as well as a library and YMCA. West Ada is also renovating and expanding Meridian High School. At the 10-mile interchange in Meridian, the new 10-mile crossing, a 75-acre mixed-use project to begin this spring. When complete, the co-development between Brighton Corporation and Gardner Company will house 500,000 square feet of office and medical space and 400,000 square feet of retail and restaurant space. At 10 Mile and Franklin Roads, the $25 million Silver Oaks Apartments first phase is complete and phase 2 is under construction. The 65,000 square foot LDS Temple on Linder Road near Chinden and the river is nearing completion. That 15-acre 3-year project will open in 2017. At Lake Hazel and 5 Mile, the new St. Alphonsus Lake Hazel Clinic and the Involta Data Center is complete at Victory View Industrial Park. A couple of fire stations will start construction in Boise this April. $4.3 million Firehouse Number 8 on Overland and Atlantic and $5.3 million Firehouse Number 4 on West Ustick Road, both set to be done this year. Larry Miller Auto is spending $20 million to add space to one of its dealer stores on Franklin and Cole and to build a new store on Fairview just blocks away from the old Miller Subaru site. On Cloverdale and Fairview, a new Rocket Express car wash. This will be the Eastern Idaho-based chain's 3rd location, and they are installing $250,000 in solar paneling on the roof. At the Boise Airport, a pair of new aircraft hangars. The $19 million SkyWest hangar was finished in December, and the Albertsons hangar is under construction along Orchard Street. In Garden City, the Powder House Brewing Company opened its 7,500 square foot production brewery and tasting room on Chinden and Maple Grove. And between 50th and the Boise River, the 50th Street Apartments are under construction. In East Boise, the $53 million Terraces of Boise project in the Harris Ranch community.
We're also in the middle of the district apartments down on Park Center Boulevard. That is a large apartment complex that is much needed in that end of town.
Bound Crossing saw a $4 million St. Alphonsus Health Plaza completed last summer. The 13,000 square foot urgent and primary care facility sits on a 1-acre site. And Bound Crossing Library broke ground in October for the $8 million project set to open late this year. At Micron campus, a $200 million project with 50,000 square feet of clean room space is under construction. In Meridian, the Boys and Girls Club is under construction with a 10,000 square foot gym and 2,000 square foot teen center at Pine and Meridian Roads. The project has a $2.5 million budget and is set to open this spring. At the Village, several grand openings in 2015 with H&M's second Idaho store, DD&B Lending, Walla Walla Clothing, Fleet Feet Sports, Northwest Marketing Concepts, Better Homes and Gardens, Mass Mutual Financial Group, and the 26,000 square foot Boise Co-op. In Eagle, the $1.5 million Fish and Wildlife Forensics Lab is complete. Stillwater Development on Highway 44 in Ballantyne is a project with 200,000 square feet in retail, condo, and office space on 28 acres. The nearly $15 million Edgewood Cottages and Spring Creek was completed last fall with 49 units, and Camille Beckman has completed its new event center with a French restaurant on site there. In Caldwell, a new industrial building project for Johnson Thermal Systems and the $25 million Gale Steel manufacturing plant.
Canyon County's been very busy. It looks like we're going to finally get the Canyon County jail expansion rolling. That looks like it will move forward, so we'll be working on that.
Finally, Caldwell is getting a $22 million Real Theater set to be done this year. In Kuna, a similar project with Real Theater on the property next door to Ridley's Family Market. And near the corner of Meridian and Kuna Road, 100 acres of land donated to Kuna School District for future development. In Notice, a $4.8 million bond is helping pay for a third elementary school in that community. In Nampa, the $50 million Ridgeview High School will be done this summer, and near Midland and Cherry, St. Luke's Hospital's $96 million expansion, 3 new hospital floors, a NICU, Children's Services, Intensive Care Unit, and Cancer Services, all set to be done fall of 2017. And just off Highway 2026, the new Mother Earth Brewery has started a $3 million renovation of the old 40,000 square foot warehouse. A $2.5 million St. Alphonsus Karcher Clinic is open at the intersection of Karcher and Middleton Roads. The Canyon County Co-op is open on 14th and 1st Street South. Deseret Industries opened a 40,000 square foot facility across the street from Karcher Mall, with a thrift store, training center, and family services. Panera Bread is open on Marketplace Boulevard, and St. Alphonsus Medical Center, an $80 million, 240,000 square foot hospital under construction on Flamingo and Garrity, will open spring of 2017. And several projects from cities around southern Idaho. In McCall, the expansion of May Hardware with double the space there, making room for an indoor garden area. In the Sun Valley area, 2 hotels in Ketchum, 150 rooms and 62 rooms, and 14 residences at Highway 75 and River Streets. And the Sun Valley Lodge interior renovation is done. In Haley, the $5 million Cottages Assisted Living Facility will open this spring, and the $6 million Haley Indoor Ice Rink opened in November. In Burley, the $50 million Fabri-Kal manufacturing plant is done. The 100,000 square foot facility produces plastic cups for Chobani. And Twin Falls.
Twin has been one of the fastest growing areas in Idaho, with their manufacturing and ag doing well, and the food processing group down there on the heels of St. Luke's going in with their new hospital. Development has just been awesome down there. We're doing not only a lot of small projects, but we're doing 2 elementaries for the Twin Falls School District.
The 2 new $15 million elementary schools, along with a new middle school and 2 high school expansion projects. Downtown Twin, the former Banner Furniture Building, will be renovated to make room for the new Twin Falls City Hall. And Cliff Bar & Company are developing a $90 million project on 90 acres, with manufacturing plant and bakery that will open this April. In eastern Idaho, more than $70 million in projects to mention, with nearly $6 million of that in the Malta High School expansion project that started last month, and another $63 million in the Idaho Falls High School expansion with football stadium and auditorium projects. Looking at the growth over the past year and what is to come in 2016 and beyond, it doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
We've accomplished a lot at the agency in the last 2 years, but we know that we're going to be pushed to be even better, especially in the coming year.
It's coming, in my opinion, so if we're not ready, we have to get ready, and all that is up for potential to either improve or to staff up to handle the development that's coming.